Hello, residents of Freedom Village. This is John Bruner, your Executive Director. Welcome to our Tuesday, September 29th, Tuesday Talk. Well, here we are again. I think we all knew this might happen. We did have a case that we learned about last Friday of COVID here in Independent Living. I'm happy to report that the resident is recovering with mild symptoms in the resident's condo. So we're hopeful that it remains that way for the resident, and we're happy that they haven't had a severe reaction to COVID. And as I mentioned in my memo, our protocol is that we stay in this period of further restrictions, essentially pre-reopening restrictions, for 2 weeks. The resident was tested on last Wednesday. So 2 weeks from last Wednesday is Wednesday, October 7th. So it's actually going to come up quite quickly. We did do our contact tracing. Other residents that we identified that were in close contact with this resident are symptom-free, but are quarantining. So we're hopeful that we've nipped this in the bud. I'm pretty confident we've done the right thing by bringing these restrictions back. These are our plan that we've reviewed with our task force, and they're in line with recommendations from LCS as well as health officials. So I think we're doing the right thing. I really do appreciate all your understanding and quite frankly, your following these rules and understanding how important this is. We still are in a pandemic, and we're hopeful that we can move back through our phases of reopening a little more quickly than we did previously. But we're obviously watching the positivity rate in the county. We did see a little bit of an increase. For a period of time, it went over 5%. What we'd really like to do is see it below 5%. 3% is what the positivity rate for quite some time in Chester County was. We'd like to see it get back down to that rate. We are seeing improvements in other areas of the campus. We've been testing twice a week for some time in skilled nursing, and we went 2 weeks without any further positive resident or associate cases in skilled nursing. So we were happy that we did not uncover any further COVID positive tests in skilled nursing. So we've restarted outdoor visitation for families in skilled nursing, as well as indoor visitation for families in the gardens and memory care. So this is fluid. As you know, we've had outbreaks in memory care and skilled care back earlier in the year. And now we had a case once again here in Independent Living. But we're prepared. We have a plan. We're going to follow it. And we really do appreciate all your diligence in following the protocols. Now, just as a reminder, really, really important that we continue to wear our masks, socially distance, wash your hands for the next 2 weeks through October 7th. Housekeeping will not be providing services in your condos, but all the housekeepers are diligently working, sanitizing the common areas, and doing everything they can to minimize chances of any infection spreading. So that's where we are with the pandemic, and I really do appreciate all your understanding. So on that note, I want to talk about something fun. So we're going to go to the billiards room. See you there. So here we are at Freedom Village's billiards room. So come on in. So this is a wonderful amenity here at Freedom Village, and I've had the opportunity to play in many billiards tournaments over the years and really enjoy the camaraderie of playing with our residents. And the one wonderful aspect of this room is it's actually 2 rooms separated by a doorway. So we have 2 billiards tables. And I want to talk with you about your thoughts on shuffleboard in this area. So why don't you follow me through here. So for those of you who've played before, you know we have this second table in this room. As a matter of fact, there used to be a door here, and we could talk about even inserting a door back here, but there used to be a very large French door here. So this is our second room. Generally in a billiards tournament, they'll just play on one table, and the second table might be used for practice. The thought that's come up is, boy, we've been trying for a long time to find a way to bring tabletop shuffleboard to Independent Living. What if we were to take one of these 2 tables away and in its place put a tabletop shuffleboard. I think the room's set up really well, whether it's this room, which is slightly smaller, or possibly this room, which is a little larger. Tabletop shuffleboard here, right underneath the lamp, and you could have spectators. You'd have enough space to use the table, and I think it might be a good compromise, because that way we can continue to offer billiards and also be able to offer shuffleboard in the same area. So the reason I'm bringing this up is I want your input. I want your thoughts on this. Certainly want to hear from the billiards group, but I also want to hear from anyone else that might be interested in playing shuffleboard. It seems to be a great team sport that the residents that do participate in it currently over at the Gardens. For those that aren't aware of this, we have a tabletop shuffleboard table at the Gardens, our personal care home. It's located in the library. Our residents on a regular basis, I think Saturdays, used to go over and play shuffleboard. But because it's on the other side of campus, it's not as convenient. So it would be nice if we could have that shuffleboard here in Independent Living. We've tried to find a couple locations for it in the past and couldn't quite find one that worked. So I want your input on shuffleboard here in Independent Living in the billiards room. So we can call it the billiard shuffleboards room. How about that? So that's our thoughts, my thoughts, and I want your input.
It's Stephanie, Director of Resident Services. I just wanted to give you an update following John Bruner's letter that came out on Friday in regards to transportation. So currently at this moment, due to the quarantine that we're doing and the precautions that we're following with transportation at this moment, we're going to give you a call and just check in to see what your appointment is for the next 2 weeks, and make sure if it's a critical appointment, we're going to take you to it. But if it's just your annual follow-ups, yearly dentist appointments, we may ask to postpone those at this moment, since we're just trying to do our critical appointments for the next 2 weeks. And if everything goes the way it's going and smooth, we'll be back to our normal transportation very soon. Hope to be back to where we were, seeing everybody again. We missed seeing you guys already, and it's only been a couple of days, but we'll make it through. And again, you'll hear from our front desk in regards to transportation to see currently what your appointment is, and if it can be a postponed appointment or if we need to go at that moment. We can talk it out with each other and find out what we need to do. All right, thank you. See you guys soon.
Hello, everyone. This is Chef Ray from Dining. Just want to give you a little brief update of what's happening since we're back at pre-phase of this situation that we're going through now. Dining, as far as deliveries, won't change too much, so you won't see much change in that. Unfortunately, our dining rooms will be closed for a couple weeks until further notice, and our supply chain for as food is unaltered. There might be some things where a couple items on the menu that might get changed, or we might run short on, so you might see some changes that way. But overall, dining will continue to still be what you're used to as far as deliveries, and Sunday brunch will also stay the same as well. Stay healthy and stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Hi everyone, it's Kim from Down and Dining Services. I just wanted to let everyone know that we miss you again, and we are all here at extension 2587. If you're missing anything off your dinner tray, please make sure you call us so we can run it up to you. I also wanted to remind everyone that I'm sorry we cannot deliver alcohol on our food trays. We don't have servers delivering the food that are old enough to be able to transport alcohol, so we cannot put those on the trays. Everyone be safe, have a great day.
Hello residents, welcome to Tuesday Talks. My name is Rick Tavani, I'm the Director of Maintenance here at Freedom Village. Just a couple quick announcements. Housekeeping services has been suspended for approximately 2 weeks while we're dealing with some COVID in this building. Housekeeping will now focus on all the common areas again, including all the handrails, elevator buttons, and all the common areas. So they'll continue here cleaning, and we'll also send some of the housekeepers over to the healthcare building to help with that cleaning. Also, maintenance, we will be doing work orders on a very limited basis. Obviously, any emergencies or priorities, but please call Diana at 484-288-2626, and she'll talk to you about your work order and whether we can come in or not, or how much needed the work order actually is. And then last but not least, I did cancel the lawn striping for tomorrow and Wednesday. I just felt with having COVID in the building, to have all the residents coming down to move their cars, it just didn't seem like that'd be the right thing to do. So I will reschedule that once we get over this and get back into our phase reopening. And I will certainly put out information with a color-coded map for parking when I do this again. So hang in there. We'll get through this just like we did last time. And thank you very much for your time.
Hi everyone, it's Martha, the Resident Programs Director here at the community. I just wanted to hop on really quick to talk about programming and what that's going to look like in the next 2 weeks. So obviously, since we are dealing with a COVID case here at the community, we are going to cancel all programs. This includes bocce, billiards, card games, exercise programs, movies, those types of things. So we do apologize that we have to do this, but it really is for the safety of our residents and the employees here at the community. And hopefully this will be a short 2 weeks that we have to wait, and then we can continue into the phased reopenings. In the meantime, we will continue to put all of the content on channel 1970 that we have been showing since March. So that's the exercise programs, the 10 o'clock educational series programs, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday live concert series. So make sure you tune into channel 1970 to see the daily schedule of engagement opportunities here at the community while we are on lockdown. Thank you for your patience and for your cooperation with all these things. It's really going to make a difference in keeping COVID out of our community and keeping all of your neighbors and friends safe and healthy. Well, thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions regarding activities, please feel free to give us a call. Bye-bye. Betty Leifer was scheduled to present today at the Tuesday talk regarding voting by mail. Since we are now doing a virtual Tuesday talk, she was not able to present, so I'm going to read the letter that she has given to me about voting by mail. Betty writes, "To all the residents of Freedom Village, many are concerned about voting by mail. Be assured that your vote will count if you follow instructions. Many have voted by absentee ballot before, and mail-in ballots are similar, except more people will be voting by mail than ever before. If you have chosen to vote by mail and have submitted your request to Voter Services, be assured your ballot will be mailed to you in the next 2 weeks. If you don't get it by October 15th, call the Chester County Voter Services at 610-344-6410. When your ballot arrives, read the instructions carefully and complete as instructed. Be sure to put your completed ballot in the security envelope, seal it, put it into the outside envelope, fill out and sign the form on the outside envelope. If you have not signed, you have not voted. Place in a U.S. mail or secure ballot drop box as soon as possible. If you choose to use a drop box, you can only deposit your own ballot. You cannot do favors for anyone else. By law, you may change your mind and go to the polls, but this is not advised. And if you choose to do so, you must bring your ballot and the return envelopes, otherwise you will not be able to vote. Your mail ballot will be destroyed and you will be given a provisional ballot. Although changing your mind in this way is legal, it is not advised. Mail-in ballots will be counted if postmarked by November 3rd and received at Voter Services by November 6th. Please don't wait. Put it in the mailbox or ballot drop box as soon as possible. Thank you. We will be providing a shuttle bus for the residents of Freedom Village to go to the poll and vote on Election Day. So if that is what you decide to do, please stay tuned for more information and details about that. But we will have that transportation available for you. Thank you, Betty, for all of your great information regarding voting by mail.
So I wish I was here live with you today, and I appreciate you tuning in. But I do thank you for tuning into Tuesday Talk. And once again, I do really appreciate your understanding that we've had to go backwards in our phases of reopening. Thank you for your diligence in mask wearing. I took my mask off so I could speak to you today. But please do wear your mask, wash your hands, practice social distancing. It's so important. We really want to get back on track with reopening once again. October 7th, stay tuned. Let's hope we've nipped this in the bud and that there's no further cases and that we can quickly start resuming our reopening here at Freedom Village. So thanks again for tuning in. Have a wonderful day.